Alright guys, this is a Rx8 video on blowing fuses, EGI Comp 1 to be exact. Marcus took his car over to a shop. It just quit running. He had his clutch done prior to this and alternator and stuff, so we had to dig into it a little bit. I'll put a schematic of the wiring to the EGI Comp. It hits a few sensors. I've already dug into this a little bit. We're gonna have traffic go by. And what it does is it hits a bunch of solenoids, oil metering pump, oxygen sensors. I know a lot of people have found the issue to be an oxygen sensor in the rear or front melted wiring and stuff. That wasn't the case with this. I don't have it fixed yet. I'm going to fix it in this video. These are the things you're going to want to look at, all your purge solenoids and stuff like that. So we'll get to it here. All right, so here's his car, and like I said, he was complaining. Well, not really complaining. It was an issue. Is he was driving, car died. He took it to a shop. They changed the fuel pump. Nothing. The shop called me, asked me a million questions because that's what they do when they can't figure anything out. Ask someone else when they're getting paid to do the job, which is not how I work, for one. Second, it was probably their fault to begin with. We'll dig into why, because like I said, the oil metering pump wiring comes up here. So that was one of the things that I checked, because the alternator's been replaced, could have been rubbing through and stuff like that. Well, that wasn't the case. That wiring's good. I unplugged the oil metering pump itself to make sure that wasn't shorted, and then did all of the oxygen sensors in the back. You can unplug the front one right up here behind the intake manifold, and the purge solenoid for your evap, which is right here. And then I started unplugging all the other solenoids for your SSV and all that, because it's all on the same fuse. EGI Comp 1 is this fuse right here. It's actually out, and the other one is Comp 2. So next was to get under the car and check the wiring. The wiring really wasn't burnt, which usually happens. It burns on the side of the Cadillac converter. Well, not the issue with this. So got digging in a little bit and remembered Marcus said they just did his clutch. So I got digging. You're not going to be able to see it on the video until I get all this apart. And then I followed the wiring harness up. I'm like, it all looks good, it all looks good. And then all of a sudden I realized I can't pull on it, it won't move. So I'll get to this here. Let me get this ripped apart and then show you exactly what happened. If you do your clutch in the car, this can happen to you, and then you end up on the side of the road. But yeah, I also unplugged the fuel pump, took the ECU out and stuff like that to make sure none of that stuff was shorting. Well, it'd blow the fuse no matter what. So let me get this intake manifold off, and I'll show you where we're at here. All right, we got this all apart. So whoever did his clutch has got some splaining to do here, I guess you would say. I think they owe him some labor back. Here it is. As you can see, I can't really zoom in very good. Oh, there you go. His wire harness is crushed in between the bow housing and engine. So I'm gonna have to pull all that apart somehow or another. Yeah, basically the other shop self-inflicted after they made him buy a fuel pump and everything else and stuff like that. So the camera's being stupid. Anyways, so let me get that tore into and see where we're at here. So basically all of this was, oh, okay, I guess the camera said fuck you. So all this is because of that shop. So I'll try to hold this as stable as possible, but here's the carnage now that I've got it pulled out. Awesome, huh? So we're gonna be splicing all these back together, and yeah, carelessness, that's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. So as you can see, there's still wires stuck in here. That's awesome. So yeah, downright fucking smashed this thing right in there, cranked her down. Awesome. So let me, I'm gonna go get some degreaser and stuff, clean this whole engine bay up for Marcus as I'm in here. That's why not. So I'll be right back. Get these spliced together, and this thing should run now. Those are all the broken and crushed wires. This one's crushed real good too. So actually super lucky the car didn't burn to the ground with electrical fire. So I'm gonna get these spliced. I'll be right back. Yeah, had to fix all those wires. Let me get this buttoned up now, loom back up, slam this thing back together, and we should be good to go. Yeah, all that because somebody was careless. But now you know, if you're blowing that comp fuse, it's gonna be any one of these plugs, anything that goes to the back of the car, oil metering pump, or fuel pump relay. All right, button back together. Fuse is not blown yet. So, moment of truth, I guess, but I don't know how long this thing has been sitting, so it might have a little low compression on the crank because I think it's been sitting for almost a year. We'll see if the battery's even charged up enough. Oh yeah, we're going to have to put some two-stroke down the motor. So I'll be right back. Well, after a few cranks and stuff, this thing's got some other issues, but oh, now it wants, yeah, now it's cutting. So check engine lights on. I'll see what it's throwing a sensor for or whatever besides the rear O2. But I mean, it fires right back up, and then that. So on to that problem. But the other issue is fixed with the fuse and fuel. So we'll move on from that. All right, found the issue with it dying as soon as I started it. Just so anybody else wants to know, I've ran into this before. I don't know why I looked all around it, but we're running now. So, issue being, start immediate die issue was the barometric pressure sensor. As soon as I unplug it, the thing runs fine. I bet you I plug it back in now, it's going to want to, oh, maybe not want to quit. So, I'm going to go dig one of those out of one of the parts cars and get them good to go. All right, so that's how you fix that stuff on these Rx8s. There it is. It's alive, running, all that good stuff. Shop had it for 6 months. Fixed. A couple hours here. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll get to some other stuff here shortly. Peace out. All right, yeah, so I lied. It was actually the fuel pump resistor because the dude that had the car was messing with it and screwed up the resistor, probing the wires and stuff. I threw a new one back in it, took the car for a drive for about 5 miles, and seems to be okay now. It did short out the front O2 sensor, so we got to replace that. I found out when I changed the rear one, and all the codes went away, and then it started throwing a heater sensor for the front O2. So either way, we're going to get that replaced, and he should be all good. Well, Marcus, so far so good. I haven't gotten stranded. We'll see if I make it home.